Good afternoon and welcome to WUUU, our initial rebooting of the station. We're here for your entertainment. This is public television, so don't forget, after our show, we're going to ask you to donate money. So cough it up. Now, with us today, here on Questions, is the professor. And you remember the professor from many shows that we did years ago. So without further ado, Professor, would you like to... Professor, yes, Professor.
What do you want? What is it? Hurry up.
Yes, we have some questions for you, and we'd like to ask you a few and broadcast to our audience out here, TV land. At the Geek Bird?
The Geek Bird.
And I remember, I think we...
Very rare.
The Geek Bird is... Yeah, the Geek Bird is almost extinct.
That's okay. I know where to find them. They're everywhere. Don't ask.
Okay.
But go ahead. Any question.
We have some questions for you this afternoon. Are you ready? Are you comfortable?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay.
Cheeseburger.
Okay.
Hot dog.
Now.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Professor, and welcome to Questions.
Thank you.
We have some questions for you, and please impart your knowledge to our...
I am very knowledgeable. I've been here for a long time.
TV viewing audience.
Extremely long time.
All right, our first question.
Yes.
It was written in by Mary Scascalzo.
Yes, Mary.
And her question was...
Her mother was my nanny.
Yes. Did you ever hear of Dyson's Sphere?
No, but I heard of Mrs. Dyson's underwear.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Professor.
A Dyson Sphere is what you do when you take a large amount of waste and you put it around the sun, and the sun fries it, and it stinks so bad that all the aliens in a 2 billion light year radius just die. I found it myself.
Are you sure about that?
No, but that's okay.
All right. We have another question.
Yes, go ahead.
Professor.
Yes, I'm here.
Knowing that you are over 100 million years old.
That's correct.
Can you tell us, what was it like to roam with the dinosaurs?
Well, it was very difficult. They would step on you and squash you. They would try to eat you. They would poop on you. And sometimes they would actually nuzzle. I hate nuzzling. One of the most disgusting things ever. So what I did was, I married a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And we had a great life for 165 million years. Until she dumped me for a rhinoceros.
All right, Professor. Very interesting.
Correct. Everything I say is correct. You can look it up. It's on Google.
I think maybe we will. But
I advise you to do so.
we have another question.
Yes, I'm ready.
What did you think about Marie Antoinette?
Marie Antoinette, you may believe that she was the queen of Napoleon, but that's not true.
She wasn't?
No, she was not.
Well, who was she?
Marie Antoinette was a baker at 23rd and Moore in South Philadelphia who made the best tiramisu ever.
Didn't she make cannolis too?
She did. She was a cannoli maker, tiramisu, and the best thing was she made a Napoleon.
Oh.
That's what, see,
I find that hard to believe, Professor.
I understand that, but you must understand, I was there when she made them. And when Napoleon conquered all of Europe, I said to him, "Nappy baby, I think you better cut this out. I'm going to bury you in Sicily." He did believe me, but he's dead now.
All right.
Is that true?
I don't know, Professor, but I take your word for it since you are
No question.
all-knowing.
Don't ever question me.
No.
Thank you.
All right, our next question.
Yes, I'm listening.
When exactly
Yes.
did man invent fire?
Ah, that is the question of the ages.
Yes, it's one of the
And I
most
have no
pivotal
idea what the answer is.
discoveries of all time.
Well, see, what happened was, there were these men in a cave. They were freezing their buds off. And they said, what can we do to make it warmer in here? And I said, why don't you go out and buy a space heater? They said, we don't have a credit card. So I said, okay, take a flint. And they said, what's a flint? They said, you guys are so stupid, you should live in a cave.
All right. Well, we'll move on.
We better.
All right. Professor, how many times have you been married? I know that you outlived many of your wives.
This is true.
So how many times exactly have you been married?
Once. Just one time.
Just one time?
Just one time, yes. She was a very young when I married her. She was minus 853 million years old. As she matured, I realized she was ugly, so I dumped her. That was it, just one time.
Just one time. All right.
I fooled around a lot. A whole lot. Many times I fooled around.
So we've heard.
It was true.
All right, we have another question for you.
And you would move things along.
Yes, we're
I had a
moving.
date in a taxi downstairs. And she cost me a lot of money, so
Well,
hurry up.
you're supposed to be here for an hour,
This is true.
Professor.
Hurry up.
We've paid good money to have you here for an hour.
My mustache is growing. Please go on.
All right.
Yes.
What is your favorite food?
My favorite food of all times, of my millions of years, are on this planet, believe it or not, spaghetti and pickles.
Spaghetti and pickles?
Spaghetti, yes, still pickles. And lots of cheese.
I thought you were fond of the geek bird salad.
The geek bird salad is a delicacy, of which I am the only one on the planet that eats them because no one else knows where the geek birds are but me. If you would like to find out, send a check to me for $163 million.
I think that might be a show for another time. But
I think you're correct.
is that how the geek birds became almost extinct?
Well, it was a long process. At one time, there were over 4 billion geek birds in the world. And then, all of a sudden, I decided to make a geek burger. It was so good, I slaughtered almost all of them and made a fortune on geek burgers. Then I made a geek salad. Very tasty. After that, there was only 12 left.
Okay. Yes, and only you know where they're at.
Absolutely. They're actually, I will tell only you.
I think we will ask the producers to make another show, and that'll be an entire show.
That's correct, you
on
can do that.
Where are the geek
But you
birds?
must pay me lots of money.
Yes,
I have a
and
lot of expenses.
we'll pay a lot of
I'm
money,
very old, I'm very sick.
and you can make one of your geek
My
bird
nose needs to
salads.
be trimmed because a lot of money for that.
All right. Our next question. Back in the day,
What day?
back in the long ago,
Okay.
when you were living, when you were first around, and you lived in a cave,
Yes.
what did you furnish your cave with?
Mostly IKEA.
IKEA.
Yes, that's correct.
I think we'll leave that right where it's at.
If you want to stop there, it's fine with me.
Yes.
That's fine.
Our next question.
Go ahead, go on.
Is it true that you invented the catapult?
Well, kind of, maybe, sort of, absolutely, yes, I did. Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am. You know what? Because we were fighting a war with the British, and my General Lafayette said to me, "We can't beat these guys." I said, "Of course we can. We beat the Vikings, we beat the Germans, we beat the French, we could beat these people." So I said, "Get a lock, a big lock." What a rock is, don't you?
Yes, I know what a rock
Okay,
is.
very good. I said, get a rock and put it inside this big wooden stick at the end where the spoon's at. Spoon and HP for to keep birds out. And then put that on there. I said, get some rubber bands. They said, what's a rubber band? I said, I have no idea. We'll find them. So we did. We fired it over a big, big mountain. And it landed right in the middle of the Beverly Hills Hotel. And they sued us for $8 million. The case hasn't been settled yet, and I have no rights for maybe a catapult.
So you didn't get credit for making the
No.
catapult?
No, it was credit was taken by Betty Bazongers Johnson. She was on the set. Boy, did she look hot.
Did they make the catapult from her brassiere?
Absolutely.
That was the rumor that we had
It was a
heard.
double catapult. Quadruple double Ds, a latch in one side and a boulder in the other.
And thank you very much.
You better believe it. Are we
Are-
done yet?
Now, I've only got a couple questions left.
Let's hurry up. My mustache is getting longer. I can't talk to my mustache.
Why was the woolly mammoth so woolly?
Ah, that question you should be able to answer. Very simple. It was cold. It was so cold they said, we have to wear something heavy. So they bought trench coats. They couldn't button them. They had no fingers. They said that didn't work. Then they tried a big blanket. They made it from the Indies, the Carrichides, Carrichides from North America. They tried that didn't work either. Indians said they want wampum. The women said, I don't want wampum. So they said, no blanket, don't want it. The women said, okay, we'll genetically engineer ourselves to grow woolly hair. And they did. That's how woolly mammoths became woolly mammoths. Before that, it was a kangaroo. You believe that?
Your story is ridiculous.
That may sound funny, but let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Where do kangaroos come from? See, nobody gets that. Only from Australia. And I lived there for quite a few years.
Where did they keep these trench coats?
Don't you know what a trench coat is?
Yes, but where did they keep their trench coat when they weren't wearing it?
Foreman Mills. So everything's there. I shot there.
Okay. I have one final question, and then we'll close our initial filming here on WUUU. Professor.
What?
Okay.
Did the war start yet?
The first civilization.
Yes.
What was the first civilization to use writing as a means of communication?
You would think it was China.
I didn't think it was China.
Oh, sorry. Most people think it was China. You are stupid. The very first writing was done in the year 852,000 BC.
Were these cave writings, cave drawings?
Yes, they were still in the cave drawings. Actually, they look like something that Picasso would draw. Just lines and circles and spit. Lots of spit. Disgusting, but they were the very first writings interpreted and said, don't spit on this wall.
Professor, once again, you have.
Of course I have.
It just
And the girl keeps calling me, please hurry up.
you've
I pay lots of money for
imparted
this.
such wisdom to us once again.
I can't help myself. It's my job.
Well, we want to.
You know, I teach on the side.
Yes.
On the side of what, I don't know, but I teach on the side.
We want to thank you for coming in today.
Hello, am I on camera?
Yes.
Are you recording this?
Yes. We want to thank you once again for coming in. And we'd
I'm
like,
not coming home. I need money.
yes, we're going to ask all of our subscribers to send cash.
WUUU?
WUUU
Yes.
in care of the old professor.
Yes, that's me.
Ladies, get your purses out, send in those greenbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Kids,
Yep.
go over to your father who's sleeping on the couch
Yep.
and get those pictures of Lincoln and Washington and send them to the old professor
In care of
in care of
Betty Bazongers, 827 Christian Street, Bellevue, PA, 19666.
got that?
6666.
One more time that zip code, Professor.
166 945 6666.
66. You heard it right here.
Thank you.
Thank you, and this is going to close our broadcasting day.